Guys, welcome back. So this is what are they hiding from you. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to do with deck 1 and deck 2, but I'm also going to do you an oracle card. So these are the little oracle deck. These are called the Strange Lands Oracle. Now that everyone wants to know the decks, I'm going to try my hardest to remember them all. Strange Lands Oracle. They are cool. I think they're cool. They're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. But I love weird and different cards, which is why I tend not to use your generic ones that everyone else uses. So we're going to have deck 1 and deck 2 for this. Now this deck is the Numinous Tarot and this is Dark Days Tarot. So what are they hiding from you? Have a think about you, have a think about your person, and we're going to get into your collective mutual energy. So again, as always, this works on the collective mutual energy. That's why it's a collective mutual energy between you all. And it pulls out the strongest mutual energy. So it's a bit like at maths when you dipped into all the numbers and you pulled out an average, it works on an average mutual energy. So if it doesn't resonate or the title doesn't resonate, then it's simply not for you, or remember it and it'll come up at a later date. So number 1 and number 2. I'm going to start off by doing both decks oracle cards first. I'm also being told to tell you that it might not just be what are they hiding from you, it's also what are they hiding from themselves. My guys just asked to step that and throw that in as well, so we're going to go with that. So, can I have 2 cards for deck number 1? What is their person hiding? Deck number 1 for the collective mutual energy. What is their person hiding from them? And what are they hiding from themselves? Interesting. Okay. And deck 2, can I have what are they hiding from deck number 2? What's they not telling them? What are they not telling them? What they're hiding? And what aren't they telling themselves? So you ended up with, I want one more for you as well. So deck number 1, what they aren't telling you and what they aren't telling themselves. They see your relationship as sickly sweet. They know that there is a massive pull towards you. They know that you are their world, and they know that there is more going on than meets the eye. But they also know that it's too much. Sometimes it's too much of a good thing, and they freak out and they run, or they wobble, or they do the equivalent of whatever your individual circumstances, because too much of a good thing can sometimes make it a bit sick. And what they're saying is that the sickly sweet, it's like that bittersweet energy. You know, it's there, the love is still there, but it's complicated. It's my dog throwing the ball around saying, give me attention. Been reading all day, so. What they're hiding from themselves, you've got clairvoyance and nostalgia. So what's happening here is they know that there's more going on than meets the eye. They're looking back to the past, they're thinking things through. They know that they are also not aware, but they're hiding from the fact that this is being divinely guided. There's more going on to the story than just what they are seeing and what they are saying, or not saying, as the case is for a lot of you. There's more going on with this. They're trying to look into the future and see what's going on, but they're hiding from it because they're scared of what the future has in store. The nostalgia is them looking back. With the pink, it's heart-centered emotions and unconditional love. This person unconditionally loves you, but they are hiding from the situation. They're struggling with it. So that is what they're hiding from you. It just seems that they're hiding the actual true feelings for you, and they're hiding the fact that they feel it's more divinely guided, and they're hiding the fact that the past is rearing its head and they're in nostalgia. That's not bad. That's not bad. So let's go into your cards. I'm going to put deck 2s up here. Okay, can you get me into my collectives of deck number 1? What is that person hiding from them? I'm sorry, I've just seen a card from a different deck. Oh no, I haven't. It's the same deck. What is their person hiding from them? And hiding from themselves, as my guy keeps saying. What does their person hide from them? Ooh, okay. And can you get me into their, think about your person, into their thoughts, feelings, emotions, energy, thought processes, feelings, yada, 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 yada. Can you get me into that energy, please? Their person. And then can you pull out the strongest mutual energy between those that have picked up number 1 and their people, what they are hiding. Okay, let's go. Can you tell me what their people, deck number 1's people, what is it that they are hiding? 1, 2, what are they hiding from them? 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1. Oh, here he is. The Hanged Man. Here he is. 2, 3. 1 more. And just want the overall. Can I just have an overall energy for this? Need that one. Need that one. Need that one. An overall energy from the deck number 1. What are they hiding? Fears. It's always about fears at the moment. We do go in cycles. I say this on some of the videos. We go from Knights of Pentacles to Hangmans, then we go to Moons, then we go to Devils, then we go back to Pentacles and Hangmans and Isolation. So what your person is hiding from you is that they're feeling very, very alone at this point in time. They're feeling as if everything is on top of them. They're feeling like they've been abandoned. They're feeling that they want to know more about the situation from a higher perspective, which is your clairvoyance thing, but a lot of them are frightened by the situation and what is going on with it. You've got the Moon card, which is divine feminine energy, so they are frightened of what is happening between you and them. They don't understand the situation from a higher perspective, and that scares them as well. They feel that there is a soul pull as well as a heart pull, and some of them have got a mind pull towards you as well. And this is where the memory linking is coming in with the nostalgia cards as well. They know that they have a lot of feelings for you with this bittersweet card, but they're not sure what to do about it because these fears are rising. Again, divine feminine energy within this, but also feeling alone, abandoned and isolated. They don't want you to know that because that makes them vulnerable. They have put the situation, a lot of them have put the situation to bed for the time being with the Death card while they try and work everything out. The reason why they've done that is because they're feeling stuck by the situation, feeling trapped by it, but what is happening is Spirit are stepping in with memory links and pulling them back towards you. So this is why nostalgia's come up and clairvoyance. So Spirit has stepped into this and said, no way. A lot of you, Spirit has stepped into this and said, no way, you ain't doing that. It's on our terms, not on your terms. So they are now wondering what's going on with the situation. That's why nostalgia's coming up. A lot of them will be going to places where you have been with them and be thinking, oh, well, I remember that. I remember that. That makes me think of so-and-so. That makes me think of so-and-so. So this is what is going on in their lives at this point in time. And that, to them, is making them feel vulnerable because they've been hiding from the situation for so long. They've been moving it forward, trying to focus on themselves. Here we've got the Page of Wands. This is Page of Wands. So they've been trying to focus on themselves for a while, focus on what it is they want and not really making any moves in any direction. They've been focusing on what adventures they want to do, where the next steps are, but what's happening is they keep getting dragged back to you. So whilst they are portraying that everything is great in their lives and everything is perfect and they are moving forward and they are happy, actually it's a bit of a different story because Spirit are pulling them back. Visionary, this is the Hierophant. Pulling them back. They're marked by the energies. This is all of your earth, air, fire, waters, all signs, all of you on this deck. Your Spirit are giving your people memory links, as is the universe, as is whatever deity you pray to, because obviously you're all different religions and things like that. So this is what's happening. The Spirit, or your equivalent of Spirit, is giving your person universal energy links, which is bringing them back towards you. A lot of you that are manifesting, this is now working. I'm being told to tell you. There is going to be a need for action with the Dreamer of Dreamer of Bells. So this is the Page of Swords. They are seeing things and starting to think about what moves can be made. They've got their skipping rope wrapped around them, but they're not quite ready to jump. And the reason they're not quite jumping is because fear, nightmares, worrying history will repeat itself. A lot of you have been stuck in a maze and a karmic cycle. Now you and your person aren't necessarily karmic, but you have got karma, and you have been stuck in this karmic cycle, kind of going round and round and round. And you've been feeling tied down, weighed down and hurt by the situation. And again, with the Death card, that kind of summarises everything. A lot of you are feeling abandoned, alone, like you've just been isolated. Some of you are still in contact, but this is what's going on in their head, is that they're trying to move it forward. They know there has to be a choice and a decision made on it, with Judgment over here. They know there has to be choices and decisions made on this, and Spirit are pushing them back towards you. So it's got a bittersweet taste in their mouths. It's left that bittersweet taste of the happiness, plus, you know, it's like that, it's almost like that, what would be the best way to kind of say bittersweet? It would be like if you had an addictive behaviour and you knew it was really, really bad, or it wasn't great for you, but you couldn't stop going back because it gave you that thrill. It's kind of that energy. Not saying that you like drugs or addicts or anything like that, but that's the kind of energy that Spirit are placing on me. So they know that this situation, they cannot seem to pull away from it no matter how hard they try. There is like an addiction going on with them and you. And again, when Spirit pushing them down that direction, there's no way that they can break away from it, which is good for you. But they're hiding from you. They are just genuinely hiding from you at the moment, because they don't want to talk about things. They don't want things, they're not quite ready for it to progress. What's going to happen here is you've got the Nine of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Takes me a while to work it out sometimes when it's not the normal words. So again, the maze, the jigsaw pieces are starting to fit into place. The heart-centered emotions, moving things forward. They are aware that this situation has got to change. They do know they want to be with you. They're just, when they are hiding, they don't have to admit how they are feeling. Because when they are feeling stuff, that makes them vulnerable. And a lot of your people are very, very strong individuals, or do not want to appear as weak. But again, they're feeling isolated, alone and abandoned. And they want to turn to you, but these fears are what is pulling them back, because they've made their mark with the Death card. They feel like they did the right thing at that point in time. Now they're regretting it because they're feeling stuck. They want to make moves to you, towards you, because Spirit keep giving them memory links and pushing them in the right direction. But they keep taking a step back. They're thinking about it at this point in time. The nightmares are still there. They know there has to be a choice and a decision made on it, but there will be movement. Majority of you, there is movement. And with the Nine of Cups, the dreams are going to be putting into place. It's happy memories that are turned a little bit sour, but there's movement still. There's still movement with it all. But they're not really hiding anything bad from you, just the fact that they don't want to be vulnerable, and they're hiding how they feel about you from themselves. And that's happening. That's debt number one. So they're looking back at the past, looking back at things with love, but also with a little bit of ooh. But they're guided, being really, really spiritually guided, as you are with the clairvoyance card. That was interesting. So yeah, cool. It's not bad. It's not bad cards at all. Right, let's do deck 2 one more on 1258. Okay, so your overall cards for your person, you've got magical growth and cleanse. So what your person is doing at this point in time is cleansing their system. It says away, so a lot of them might have pushed you away for this point in time. They're looking, they're just focusing on themselves for the time being, focusing on their own growth, trying to see where the situation leads them. The egg has hatched. They're starting to get new ideas coming forward. They're still feeling a little bit on edge about the situation with this little skull at the bottom, but they are watering themselves. They are looking after themselves, and with the away card, it's like they are almost pushing you away at this point in time. Try not to worry though. Again, you've got a card called magical. So it's talking about all the magical things that are kind of going on behind the scenes that you are not aware of. I wouldn't even know what to call that thing. Pretty cool though. Blue, heart-centered emotions, no, blue, communication, yellow, confidence, and red, sexual energy. So there is a pull towards you, but what they are doing is cleansing that all at the moment, as you are too. A lot of you will be going through a period of purging. So if you're suddenly feeling really, really sad, suddenly feeling, oh my God, everything's gone wrong, that's because you're purging. Right, can I get into, I need those three out as well. Keep putting them back. 1, 2, 3. Can you get me into the collective of deck number 2's mutual energy, please? Get me into their energy. That's my dog. She'll probably throw my laptop on the floor in a minute. Just in case. me into my collective's mutual energy for deck number 2. So again, as always, this works on your strongest mutual energy, pushes together, pulls out the strongest one between you all. What are they hiding? And then can you think about your person, please? Can I get into their person's thoughts, feelings, energy, emotions and thought processes? This is like the hardest deck to shuffle with being squares, but I do love them. So what are they hiding? Their thoughts, feelings, energy, emotions, thought processes. Feelings, thoughts. Superficial energies. The whole caboodle. Bang it in the cards. Cool. Okay, can you tell me please, those that have hit deck number 2, what's the mutual energy? Falls to the floor, comes to your door, of what your person is hiding. That's cool. Okay, what is their person hiding from them, deck number 2? 1, 2, 3. What is that person hiding from? And you got the death card too. 5, 6, 2 more, 7. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. The cards have spoke. What we got? Okay. Okie dokie, so what's going on here? Your person is hiding from you that they are not feeling too happy at the moment with the 4 of Cups. They're feeling like they, some of them are feeling like they made the wrong choice. If you're still in a relationship with them at the moment, some of them are feeling that this isn't quite working out how you anticipated it both would. If you're not together, this is them thinking about coming back. There's a whole lot of different energies within this deck, so take what resonates with you in your individual situation. You are also feeling fed up by the situation. You're trying to keep balanced with it all, but it's getting a bit too much for you. What they're hiding from you is that they are thinking about things, trying to work it through in their head. People are influencing this decision as well. I'm being drawn to that with the Page of Swords. Your cards are quite similar to ones, really. There are multiple people that are influencing this situation, and that isn't just friends and family, that is people around them. They feel like wherever they turn, someone's always got an opinion or someone's always got a judgment, and they have to push it on them. And that annoys them as well, because they're trying to work it all out in their own head and they can't do it whilst people are in their ears like little budgies yapping at the head. So that's what's kind of going on. What they're hiding from you, they're not necessarily hiding anything, they're clinging on to this situation. That's something they're probably not telling you, especially if you're not in contact. They're clinging on to this situation. People are talking about them and they're not feeling very happy with how the situation is at this point in time. A lot of them I'm hearing are in regret as well, and with the Death card that's kind of echoing that. The roots are kind of, when they ended this relationship or whatever situation has happened where the Death card needed to step in for your particular reason, that's a mediumship translation error. You know, it's like when I do mediumship and I either get a Stacey, Lacey, Gracie, Macy, Tracy, Casey. It's one of them. So this is growth. So when they thought it was going to end, and actually what happened is when they ended it, or whatever the equivalent was, these roots got planted into the next chapter, and they thought, oh yeah, it's done. But like you knew it wasn't. Or whatever the equivalent of is for your specific situation. That's where the strongest mutual energy is, but it all resonates with you and them. You've got the 2 sides to every story. They are aware there are 2 sides to every story. They are also aware that they have been very one-sided with the situation. A lot of them didn't want to tell you that they were feeling quite caged in, feeling quite like the energy was really, really intense for them. So they felt that they were almost being put in a box, almost in a bit of a way that reminds me of Spin the Bottle. They were just kind of waiting to see what luck of the draw kind of pulled out, but the intensity got too much for them, so they took a step back, which is your away card here. They haven't gone away forever. They've gone away to just have a bit of a cleanse and focus on themselves for a while. They are in conflict about the situation with the 5 of Swords. They're feeling quite alone and abandoned. Again, your female energy is at the forefront of all of these cards. So the strong female energy within them, they are feeling a bit mismatched at the moment. They have got their thorns out. There's the Three of Swords are on this card for heartache and pain, even though it's the Five of Swords. So there's a lot of heartache and pain. They are suffering as well, and they won't want you to know that, so they're hiding that from you as well. So your lot are hiding a whole little bit of everything. So they're hiding that from you, that they've been hurt, but also that they are clinging on to the Divine Feminine. They're clinging on to your energy, waiting to see what happens from it. They know that there is going to be moves back towards you. They feel that. They're also kind of expecting someone to come and carry them towards you. Some of them are waiting for you to make the move. Now, with your individual circumstances, this will all be different, okay? So please go with what you are guided to do. For personal readings and things like that, we'd have to look at this in a personal reading, but what some of your people are expecting is for you to come back and carry them. Some of them will not want to, like, you don't need to contact them, but they want you to come and save the day, almost. Give them a bit of peace, give them a bit of tranquility. And they don't want to tell you that either. They don't want to tell you that they're feeling weak and they're feeling vulnerable and they need to be carried. They don't want to say that to you. They also, on a universal level, your manifestations are working with Magician and Magical. Things are moving, things are shifting. This cleansing is turning away, this growth is coming. So all these cards are echoing what happened here. So on the Death card came new life. After death came new life. They've gone away to cleanse, and now your manifestations are working. And with that, you have your Nine of Cups, which is your Make-A-Wish card, things moving forward. The world, ending of cycles, beginnings of new ones, sometimes twin flame union. It's going to shift forward. They are not aware of this at the moment, so they aren't technically hiding that from you, but this is just what you need to know. There's a little sneaky peek going on. But what they are hiding from you is that they need the time away from everything to let it grow. They are also not very good at expressing how they feel. So that has been a big barrier with you and them hiding from you. They've been hiding from their emotions, and they've been hiding from the intensity of the relationship. They've been hiding from what people's opinions are of this relationship, and they've been trying to work it all out themselves. And they've added 2 and 2 and made 30. So they've gone away for the time being. The majority of you they've gone away. Now, if you're still in a relationship with them, that's going to be going like a little bit absent-minded in the relationship, a little bit not quite all there, trying to place it all in the right direction. But they're not hiding bad things. As you're collecting mutual energy, there's nothing bad here. It's all positive stuff, but they don't want to appear weak. They don't want to appear vulnerable. They don't want to feel isolated. They did feel that the situation needed to end. They thought it was the right choice, but they did not expect that they would still feel the same this far down the line, and they do. So they're hiding that as well. And until they're ready to come to some kind of arrangement or agreement in their own heads about that, it's going to feel like you're doing a bit stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. But go with the flow of it, roll with the energies, and you will have movement. But they're not hiding anything bad. They're hiding the fact that they don't want to appear weak and that they don't want to appear vulnerable. So that's all right as well. And not too bad. Not too bad. So remember again, that works on your collective mutual energy. That is the strongest mutual energy with you all. Do not, deck 1 and deck 2, do not let fear in or win. Okay, tap in, tune in, turn on. Get going, vibrate at your higher frequency, do stuff that just makes you happy, let it come to you naturally. That's your best advice. That's the best spirit advice there ever is. Just do stuff that makes you happy, even if you feel shit. You know, if you feel shit, see your friends and have some chocolate, or pick up Ali on the tarot decks, or do something that just raises your vibration, makes you feel better, and that then creates space for the universe to come and match it. And deck 2, your manifestations are working and it's moving. It's just this energy cleanse. You'll also benefit from clearing some of your houses as well, going into the darkest spots with some sage and moving it forward, shifting it. That'll help you all as well. And that's it. So if you want to book a private reading, please email mysticlovetarot@gmail.com. If you want to find me on Instagram, it's just mysticlovetarot. There were a few posts on there about collective readings. I've also I'm going to start doing competitions every now and again. This girl's I gave her one of my tarot. I did a competition for a tarot deck, and this girl won in America. So that was quite nice. Going away and pay all, like I said, I'll pay all the shipping and that. Got all that off to her the other day. So yeah, so competitions, reading choices, etc, etc. It's all on there. So just come and find me. It's Mystic Love Tarot. You can also personal message me on there, but please bear in mind that I'm an extremely busy little girl, so it can take me quite some time to text you back or message you back, which is why email is better, because I can really include things on email, and I'm on my email on and off most of the day. Reading turnaround time has increased again because there are so many of you having private readings. I'm on around about a 10-day turnaround now. I'm hoping it's not going to get much longer than that. The website is still coming, it's still flowing, it's looking, I've seen the example of it, the sample, but the booking process, etc. is taking more time to get linked into the website. So my guy's doing amazing. So hopefully not too much longer, then all the bookings will be done through that. That then frees up my time for the channel and for you lot as well. And also for me, because Ali needs some time out too, you know. Cool. All right, guys, lots of love to you all. Take care and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.